This is where Her Majesty sits.
That's where she sits,
But in her place, a journalist, posing as a Middle Eastern businessman, he and a colleague treated to a tour of the Queen's private garage, well within the grounds of Buckingham Palace. They had, it's claimed, full access to the royal family's fleet of cars and the ceremonial coaches. According to the News of the World, this man, Brian Sirjusingh, one of the Queen's chauffeurs, accepted £1,000 in return for the tour. Believing that the two men were wealthy Arabs, he allowed them in. They had no searches or security checks, an alarming breach of the rules. It's understood he even briefed them on security procedures, weaknesses inside the cars, and the code name for this, the Queen's official Bentley, used on most domestic state occasions.
This is a serious breach. I mean, we're talking of security here at Buckingham Palace, the Queen, the royal family. I mean, you know, we cannot just run this away as just another security stunt by a Sunday newspaper. The News of the World, in essence, have done the Commissioner of Police a great service by highlighting a breach in the so-called reviewed security measures that have been ongoing now for about the last 5 years. Yes, it's serious.
There are 3 ways into Buckingham Palace, all with different security levels. The main gate into the building is guarded by several uniformed policemen. The pass office around the corner has full airline-style security. But, as has now been exposed, the staff entrance at the Royal Mews appears to have next to none. And this is the gate in question. It is pretty hefty, but beyond it, today at least, no sign of any police. Instead, in that little building there are a number of somewhat camera-shy security guards whose procedures clearly aren't up to scratch. There have been several notable lapses. When Prince William celebrated his 21st birthday at Windsor Castle in 2003, comedian Aaron Barshak dressed as Osama bin Laden and was able to gatecrash the event. The same year, a Daily Mirror reporter used a false reference to gain 2 months' work as a footman at Buckingham Palace. And this Fathers for Justice campaigner was able to scale the walls of the palace 5 years ago.
Well, it shows that security at the palace is absolutely appalling. The reality is our News of the World investigator could easily have been a terrorist. He could have planted a bomb inside the Queen's state limousine, and it shows that this is the reason why we've done this, to expose that the security is in an appalling state.
All this is now being closely examined not only by palace officials but by the police. Brian Sirjusingh has now been suspended for a breach that could have been much more serious. Mark Stone, Sky News at Buckingham Palace.